We're joined now by Senator Tim Scott. He's the Republican taking the lead on drafting the legislation. Senator, thanks so much for joining us. I know you've said your bill does not include an outright ban on chokeholds, but in your words, gets very, very close. Why not simply ban chokeholds altogether?
Well, I don't think that the federal government can really get into the position where we're telling each local law enforcement department what they can and cannot do. But what we can do is not support those departments that will not ban chokeholds. The good news is about 3/4 of the departments, from my understanding, have already banned chokeholds. We've seen more happen this week and last week. We'll see more of that happening as we reduce the amount of grants that departments are available for. So we actually get to the same end just using a different means.
So as far as you're concerned, if you had your way, you would not want to see any chokeholds in any police department. Is that right?
That's exactly right. That's one of the reasons why, except for if an officer's life is in danger, I think my bill as well as the House bill reflects on the importance of that. If the tactic of the chokehold can be used only to save the life of the officer, that's something that we find appropriate, because it's certainly better than having the officer have to shoot someone. So the elimination of the chokeholds, by and large, is a necessity from our perspective. We do it by eliminating the grants. That is the fastest, most effective way for us to get there. But once again, the good news is the departments see the writing on the wall. They're all moving in that direction. Talking to departments in South Carolina, they all say the same thing. We can't believe that it's not already banned.
As pressure for police reform action clearly mounts, Senator, Republicans and Democrats, they remain at odds on certain issues. From your perspective as the head of the Republican effort, is there room for compromise that might allow Republicans and Democrats to work together to get this legislation passed?
You know, I was just meeting with a lot of the families who've lost loved ones because of the interactions with law enforcement. Several of those family members that were at the White House came to my office today. The answer, I hope, is absolutely yes. When you have 70 or 80% of the things in common in the House bill and my bill, we should work to make those things a law. And then the ones that we do not have in common, let's have a conversation. Let's have a discussion. They're going to have a chance to do that really soon. I hope that both Republicans and Democrats will forget about partisan politics and head in the direction of making this nation safer and better and restoring confidence in the institutions that have authority in this nation as it relates to communities of color.
Yeah, those who support compromise always say, let's not make the perfect be the enemy of the good.
You got it.
As you know, Senator, CNN is reporting that several of the families who met over at the White House with the president, they did bring up the topic of what's called qualified immunity for police, saying it was preventing them from recovering damages. What does your bill say on this sensitive issue, and what do you say to those families?
Well, I say to those families that the fastest way to find the economic response from the departments is the departments themselves. We don't believe the conference is in mixed positions. We certainly don't have the votes on qualified immunity to move it forward. The truth is that suing the officer is harder to do than suing the department or the city. That's where the resources are anyway. So I think that's the right path to go on. But there's no doubt that listening to the families today talk about the importance of engaging with the departments, the cities, as well as the officers is important to them. There are some aspects of it that we won't be able to get to. I don't think so. We'll find out what happens if we have a chance to actually debate the bill in whole cloth.
Well, let's talk about debating the bill. The Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, said he would wait until tomorrow morning to announce whether he would even bring your bill to the floor ahead of the 2-week July 4th recess. How soon are you hoping to get this legislation on the floor?
The sooner, the better. If I had a chance to talk to Mitch McConnell, if he's watching it right now, sir, I would love to have a chance to have this conversation with the American people sooner than later. So hopefully he'll have good news for us tomorrow.
What's the problem? Can't you pick up the phone and call the Senate Majority Leader?
I certainly have had the conversation already with the Senate Majority Leader. I would not have it first with you. I mean, I love you both, but I'd have that conversation directly with them. So hopefully we'll have good news coming. But the fact of the matter is that this is too much of a strong, powerful issue. Its time has come. We need to debate it right now. We need to find solutions right now. And I'm hopeful that he agrees with us. I know you do.
Well, I know that the longer you wait, the less likely you're going to get it done, right?
Exactly. That's one of the reasons why time is of the essence. And frankly, the momentum in the American households around this country on this issue, not minority communities, but all communities are laser focused on a response from Washington, we should provide them with a blueprint of what it looks like to restore confidence in the most vulnerable areas of this country.
I know you're working hard on this, and I know you're trying to get some support from Democrats as well. Good luck,
gotta have it.
Senator.
Thank you.
Appreciate your joining us very much.
Yes, sir.